I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.
Oh, good morning ladies and gentlemen, Matt Tightwad here, and Mike. We're in the second spot that we found on our, where's it, our first walkabout on the first day, wasn't it? Yeah. And this one at the point, for whatever reasons, will just be like, for the moment till we name it, we just had a little discussion, scratching our heads, so we'll be known as the covert spot for the moment. And again, what we're doing now, as you see Mike's doing it as well, building up a sort of an actual screen, so we're screened off from that side, which is a complete open field, no dog walkers, compromised by farmers only, if that makes sense. And again, there's a special route in and out, very, very difficult to get in and out, unless somebody's got a reason to be stood where I am now. We are very much a likey this little spot as it goes. We're surrounded in a group of trees, and we've got plenty of cover for view from the back, and all the way down obviously our right flank, lovely tree there, with one ingress, or in and out spot, start using army words, and deadfall abound for building up an actual screen. We started it already, there was nothing there, just a big open space, and that's already developing there, just to give us some cover from view from that side. And again, so all the gorse bush within a month, boom, that's going to be up and covering us. So obviously from our 12 o'clock position, 3 o'clock position, and at 6 o'clock position, this is a covert spot. I think we're quite happy with this, Mike, now, aren't we? We're going to do a little bit of building here, like a natural shelter and so forth. If we come along one day and somebody's discovered it, well, we'll just wipe our chins and find another space, mate, won't we? Yeah. But yeah, so this is just the very embryo of it. Mike's getting a brew on, and that's what we're going to do today, just establish this screen right along the front, very natural. Don't have to be a great deal because there's a field down there, but I'll have a little zoom in.
Yeah, there is a footpath there, but yeah. I can say we've walked along it several times and I haven't seen anyone else walk along it.
No.
But as I say, I think as the year grows,
yeah, this green in front, yeah,
grow up anyway.
And you'd need to be like Rambo 2.5 just to come through it, really, wouldn't you? Yeah. I mean, you ain't going to get Mrs. Biggins and a dog. The farmer there, that will shield us, because it's going to be a little covert spot. And literally, I'm just going to walk around it now, so sort of in the inside of the perimeter. Nice tree, hammock, nice tree there, that'll be brilliant. And then, you know, there's one there, hammock, and this is just, we're going to screen this off. So we've literally got this small little space, mate, yeah? We're talking about 2-3 people top end?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And again, I think we said we're going to like maybe a side-on shelter there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if necessary, another one sort of there, so you've got like an L shape, you know, two separate, but with a communal fire there. That's what we're thinking now anyway, you know. And we're like really excited, because we've found a place we can possibly build on. And do a bit of Grizzly Adams, as I call it. And all you need is like a hat and a bearskin, and no, sorry mate, sorry. Duck. No, anyway, just very, very embryo. We've got a lovely day. Oh, windy as hell, but hey-oh, got the gear for it. And yeah, we're happy with this, so I'll leave it there, ladies and gents. I think we found our little covert spot. Don't think it's going to get any better than that, mate. And obviously when we've got like this bit here, which is in a bit, you know, if you needed to, there's another place for somebody there, and the tree's coming back, so it's got room for expansion. But literally this little perimeter of trees is going to be the camp area. You make it too big, it's going to be, well, unmanageable, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Or
start off small, but be like Carlisle, my nutty friend. Start off small and then build a village. Did you see the video, mate, when he's got all his stuff in his, I would love to have thought he's taking the mick out of me, mate, and I'd have loved that if he did. Like, he's like just putting all his stuff in his smock, mate, and he's just like got a whole chicken and stuck it inside his pocket. It's brilliant, it's funny. I love watching his videos. At some point he reminds me of me as well. There's a slight unhinged, just a small bit. Anyway, ladies and gents, get busy building this up, and that's not too bad for what, 20 minutes work there, mate? No, it's not even 20 minutes work, but yeah, I've got to crack on with that. So you've got a before and after. And after will be, you know, this is going to take several weeks to develop into anything really spanking. Yeah, anything. There we go. Oh yes, get a couple of Rosie Lee on. Alright, anyway, ladies and gents, take care and be safe. Right, ladies and gents, really beautiful day. Really windy when you get out of this our little encampment here, but that's what we've been doing for the last half an hour. I have to shut up a little bit because I don't know if the wind's taking my voice or not, but that's again, first stage, building that screen, an actual screen. You'll notice some of the little trees are upside down and that type of stuff. The trees don't grow upside down with observing people, but all it is to break up the outline and provide a bit of screen. This will be added to every time we come here, but we don't want it to make like a solid green wall. Mike's been out over there on the track. I was in here working. The only reason Mike could see me was because he knew I was there. Is that right, Mike? Yeah. So you know, it does pay to wear green and so forth, but he saw my movement, and what we are going to do, keep that outside. We've got obviously that's a 12 o'clock position, so this is now looking at 3 o'clock. This here is a natural deer path, so we're not going to interrupt that in any way. We're going to keep that, and that will be a route out if we needed to, but our main route, which my first hammock was there, is there. We have been a little bit of foraging. Some people call it stealing, we call it foraging, don't we? No, a few things have been relocated. That stealing, that theft is such a strong word, isn't it, mate? No, what we have come across is a couple of logs, a little bit of steel wire, and I didn't like where that was anyway, so I'll either go home with me or we'll get rid of that. I don't like that around the animals, but that will be used in our shelter building. It will be stored safely up in a tree or somewhere, because it come from here. Found it in the forage, but to make sure that no animals can get wrapped up in that. Kind of log, and there's another log like this, but it's just a bit big, so we'll find out another way there. And obviously what we've got there, one of these things I love, the Mac bedside table, and there is my bed. I was just nearly falling asleep in that when we had a 5-minute break, but Mike's there. So what we're going to talk about is where the hammocks are. Literally, if you imagine sides, roof, so there's one shelter there and the same there in like an L shape. Fire will be about here, and then the ultimate plan is from that tree there all the way across to this one here, long sturdy bar, reinforcing slats. Even though they're all going to have their own individual roofs, we're going to put a roof over a roof, because that way there's a shield for the fire. It's not going to be like totally waterproof or anything like that. You're going to whack an old poncho up over the top when it lashes down with rain to keep the fire. So you're actually talking sort of L shape, and then it's going to run across, so that's going to be the idea for the two shelters there. And that should somebody else need to be in a bivvy bags or so forth, can be here, but it's never going to be, and it's not designed, and it's not what we're looking for, is a big place. This is a place where we're going to continually come down to when we get the odd day, build on it and work it up, Grizzly Adams style. And as I say, cover from view almost 360. I'll show you something now. Just, it will be to people that have been doing this for ages, daft, but people that haven't, that's a little water course that comes through there, and that's our main track. So I know of old, there's loads of broken wood that's been placed horizontally along there, and we made ourselves a little wood bridge and that. So now you don't actually sink down when you go in it. But yeah, lovely little woodland here. Really liking it. I know the wind's catching me now. But yeah, we've been able to build something. I like building things. It's not all about eating and showing your latest bit of kit that you've robbed, stolen, borrowed or chafed off somebody. As you see, the 4 trees there make a 1, 2, 3, and the other one's where Mike is. 4 trees make a nice little shelter in itself. And you reckon that's reasonably effective as it is then? Yeah?
Probably needs a little bit more work, but yeah. I mean, I was quite surprised really, because looking out, you can certainly see the edge of the wood roadblock
Yeah, that's what we've been working on, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, so I still think we do a little bit more work, but I mean, it's a start.
It's a start. Yes, I like it. And that's all kind of interwoven and that type of stuff. And that'll just be added to every time. You could do an hour on that every time you come down, mate, wouldn't it? It's beautiful, glorious day.
That's right, it's a bit windy, but
It is when you go out of here, mate. You really do notice it, don't you?
that's right. See, I mean, that's going to help as well. We can get that sort of like, that's going to act as a wind
Great, yeah. It is already. And you don't notice it until you go out. No, but yeah. Got some old wire that we've foraged for, some logs, and there's another nice one over there. And as we've been walking about a little bit deeper, there's wood in abundance.
Oh.
Definitely, mate. So we're thinking this is a cushy,
I think
cushy little spot.
I would say it's a keeper.
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
Plan is to
And one to be husbanded as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know there'll be lots of people that want to come here.
Well,
But
it's just see how it goes and see how it progresses, mate. And that, yeah. It's quite nice. Yeah. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I've got that upkit brew thing and that. I'm going to see if I can boil up a meal ready to eat in it. It's a lot bigger than that one. And if you can, you can, and if you can't, you can't. But yeah, no. Cracking little day. We just like beavered away there, didn't we? I love that. Yeah. I think that's what we wanted for a while. There's a little place where we just come and well, if we come back one day and somebody's hoofed it all down, you just think, if I find you, I'll kill you, and then crack on and get another one, mate, didn't you? Within half hour. This is a big old wood as well, so it pays to go out to a local woodland. We've done a bit of walking about for this as well, mate. I've got to say that. Yeah, we've done some mileage on this, but that's. You've seen, when you come across it, because you banged on this straight away. You thought, yeah, this has got potential, didn't you? Yeah. As like what we call a covert one, small one, bit of building, Grizzly Adams, and I was quite chuffed with, because I found.
I just liked when we walked. We came up from the major path, which is probably 200-300 yards that way.
Yeah.
We come up through here, and I must admit, I walked through here and saw this little, this little area, and I thought to myself straight away, this would be a great little place.
Mm.
If you don't have to go too far out, and it's very, very damp.
Yeah.
But this ground here is so dry.
Yeah. And if it was ever going to get wet, it would be wet now, because everything else is soaking. It's had rain abundance, hasn't it?
And the good thing as well, I mean, you've got the fallen tree there.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got plenty of cover there.
It's not really coming out, but literally it is. As I'm looking at the viewfinder, how quite dense that is as it goes. Because I'll tell you what, you get a gurkha call up and undo your bootlaces for that, before you saw him. I wasn't joking, by the way. There you go. Oh, and then the brambles is all going to start growing soon as well. I reckon this big grows since the last time I played. It's all old stuff though, but nobody else is going to.
But then, as I say, if it's difficult for us to get through, it's going to be difficult for someone else to get through.
Well, you always find that little route, don't you, mate, and do a few dog legs so it doesn't look like it's a straight route like you can see straight down there. You dog leg it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, when we came in here, we was just following deer tracks.
Yeah. No.
It wasn't really footpaths, they were deer tracks. And who knows, we could be doing an overnight here, and as you say, we could get mugged by the deer.
Wake up and Bambi's looking at you and you go, give me your wallet. I'll just say bugger off or you'll eat breakfast, mate. Nah, I'm kind of well happy with this. Try and get you out the actual sun so you see how dense it is. But anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to have some scoff now, so a little bit of building on Covert, because we haven't named it yet. Anyway, take care and be safe, ladies and gents. Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Stop for, I'm Lee Marvin, and we're going to have a bite to eat, me and Mike. Well, actually, Mike's around the corner using his flint and steel, making fire. And she's done a cracking little job of it. But anyway, this today was supposed to be a reconnaissance job, walking these woods, finding a nice spot. We've come back here, and as you know, we've done a bit of building rather than walking miles and miles. Something I recently got is from Outkit. It's £35. And it's what they call their brew kit. Absolutely fantastic. fantastic. I don't need to do a sort of a review of this because most of you know about it. Sam Turner did a cracking little one where he boiled enough for his brew in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So I've used this 3 or 4 times for that, and it boils water incredibly quickly. This is a litre pot, okay? Neoprene, bottom comes off, and obviously what I am happy about, and I didn't know before, because I've not even seen one of these, what do they call the fast boiling things? Jet boil, sorry, I've not even seen a jet boil. But this take a 300 litre canister as opposed to a 1 litre, so I'm doing 3 times, and that will actually fit in there, and you kind of just force the lid down a little bit, so it all goes into there. What I'm really interested in is just something I can have a quick brew in the morning, or like today when I get on there, get something down with it, get a brew and keep going working, rather than getting all the fires out and all that type of stuff. Love doing that. I think this is only the 2nd time in my Tightwad history of a year that I've actually used gas, and it has got that all the normal features you'd have on it. What I've done is I'll put half a litre of water in there, and it will take a full litre, so it's going to be a camp thing rather than an individual thing. But what I'm going to do is just to see will it brew and feed me. I've got sweet and sour chicken with pasta. Had a lovely little result, and found some of these meals somewhere reasonably local, and they only wanted 2 for £1, so I filled up the carrier bag to almost destruction. Well, actually the handle did go on the way home. So 500 millilitres of water. Let's see if that will do a boil in a bag meal for me. Now this is a test for me, completely by, I've never done it before. I need to be able to get this so it's on its lowest possible setting, so I'll attempt to do that now. It really is controllable. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about this before I come out today, and I'm always be straight because it's something I'm going to look out for. Somebody was asking about them, and then somebody said, you know, the brew kit from Outkit's the dog's what's it, and somebody said, well, it's not because mine wasn't brilliant. And when I looked at the guy's picture, he's put a picture up to show what was what. Apparently, he's had a bit of a meltdown around that area on one side. So I think that was perhaps the wind taking it to one side, so that's something I'm going to just sort of monitor as well. We're getting a lot of wind coming in from this side. Now if you turn that right up, you're just by the time you rolled a fag and had a quick conversation, your brew's done, ladies and gentlemen. But that was 35 quid as you see it there, from Outkit, and I think it's a cracking little bit of kit, to be honest. The jet balls are obviously renowned, and they've got a hell of a reputation, but I just think they're quite expensive. So see if it will do me a meal ready to eat, and I don't know whether it will or not, and we'll just have to see how we go. Get your brew ready. We've had a cracking day so far, mate, haven't we? I tell you a little bit something like made me laugh. Just you'll see it on Mike's video, like he's done a flint and steel, and when he stood there right before me, I rolled up because he pulled out this great big lump of straw from inside his jacket, like, and he just put me in mind for a minute of Steptoe and Son, like, you know, like Harold, Harold, Albert, it's for the horses. But you got that going there, mate, first time, didn't you? Yeah, cracking.
As I say, I was a little bit annoyed the other week. Tried to get it through.
Mate, as I said, as soon as you press the play button, Murphy's Law kicks in, and it ain't happening, is it? No matter what you do.
But then in saying that, right, the shark cloth that I used before was from an old t-shirt. I thought it was 100% cotton, but I wasn't sure. This char cloth is from an old pair of jeans.
I've seen a lot of people do that, mate. Yeah.
I tell you what, it's
hugely different. It's a lot more heavyweight as well. It's got more.
Yeah.
More substance to it. Let's have a little look inside. It's what I have got. It's something I can bring out. Coke can. I would have liked to put a little windshield just on that because I've got a huge amount of wind. Not massive, but it's coming in. I can actually feel it there. And perhaps taking some of that heat away. I don't know. But certainly next time I'll bring that out. A simple bit of Coke can just to wrap around it and pull it up or down. Simplicity itself. 14:10. We'll do it. Have a scoff, mate. Do another hour here on that. Start a little reconnaissance back. Oh yeah, I feel the heat of that water. See, I'm never boiling. This is my first boiling in a bag as well. I'm popping a lot of cherries here today because I normally just dip it into a pan and heat it up, you know, as you normally do. So I've never done a boil in a bag one here. But if this can boil in a bag for me, give me a meal. I'm well up with that for 35 quid. I bought 2 of their sort of,
Dry bags.
yeah, waterproof dry bags, I suppose, and it's they're fantastic little bit of kits. I'll probably try and give them a bit of a mention because I think they're fantastic, and it cost me 8 quid each, and for what they are, absolutely fantastic bits of kit. So I'm not going to let you watch the water boil. I'll bring you back in a moment. Right, ladies and gents, that's boiling away quite nicely. Here we see Mike having his little trough. But yeah, cut the first for me to see if this will actually do a boil in the bag for me. Can't see no reason why not. That water is well boiling in there now. Stuck it down as far as I can. And what we're talking about, 3 minutes boil there, mate, so far. Yeah, I'm not putting things on watches and stuff. There is a guy who does fantastic reviews and stuff like that. I sometimes watch him that ambient temperature, this and that and the other and that, and I think, well, I had a bit of wind, mate, and all your calculations have gone anyway. Can this feed me and brew me quite quickly? And I'm thinking at the moment, yes, it can. Okay, the water's boiling now, so I'm going to let that boil for a little bit. Again, a little bit of a first for me because I've never actually done a boil in the bag. When I was in the army, I had them little tins and all that type of stuff. But what I did do was just take that heat down a little bit, so it's on like a rolling boil, but not just boiling for the sake of it. Oh. Let me give it another, give it a minute. Again, comes in a nice little, let me see that, a mesh bag, but sort of double layered, and it's quite protective as it goes. Quite impressed with that. I've got no worries with the way it's made or anything like that. Like I say, the only one criticism, and I'll keep an eye on that, is that the guy said where the metal was, it melted a bit there. But hey ho, you got a year's return to base guarantee if you buy a new one, and at 35 quid you wouldn't dream about buying a second hand one, would you? We're looking good there, we're looking good there, people. And again, I'm more than happy to, anybody who's got a jet boil or no, I was quite surprised that even though that's been rolling on the boil for a bit, quite happy to pull that. Obviously the steam's going to get me. Yeah, that's proper ubbly bubbly in there now. If it's hot, it's hot, and if it's not, it's not. So I'm going to turn that off now. Loving that, right. Get me around. Don't have no problems pouring either. That's me brew sorted. I'll take the cooker down. No, that's not too hot. You've got your gloves on. Never done this before. I always like to do things straight as we go, like. So I'm going to take one off. So a little pull of this. And if it's not hot, I'll tell you, that makes no odds. I'm just trying this out for myself, really. That looks hot. Oh yes. Yes, very hot. Very nice. To be honest, because next time I'll leave it, I don't know, maybe 60 seconds longer, but that is a hot meal. No problems with that whatsoever. Let's have a little taste. Oh yeah, no, it's a lot hotter when it goes in your mouth than it's on your finger. Oh, right, anyway, ladies and gents, my little test of the old Alp kit brew kit, I think they're calling it, and I think that's a cracking bit of kit. Doesn't weigh a great deal either. But yeah, job done. So take care and I'll see you later. That's my dinner, and then I want to crack on with do a bit of building. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the brew kit does do boil in the bag meals. Obviously I'm always straight with people. That was more than hot enough to eat, hot on the tongue, but I think for next time, because it's a learning experience for me, I'd give that another 60 seconds, I reckon, another minute, and that would have been like so hot, you know, like you can't really touch the outside of the bag, and that's how you want these things, because they cool down pretty quickly. So out kit, fed me and brewed me, job done, love it. 35 quid, can't chuckle. Alright ladies and gentlemen, unsure if you're going to be able to hear me here, because this wind is just kicking up wicked. The sky has rapidly changed. It's getting on for nearly 4 o'clock, so we might be calling it a day now, but just give it a last little look round. There's our little windbreak. First day, so yeah, happy with that. We've been fed and brewed, quite confident. I mean, there's an indication of the old wind, so we're just having a rapid pack up now, mate, yeah? Yeah, I think we've got the most out of the day. I've enjoyed it today, mate. You know, I think we found our little spot. It's been christened. We had an AH-64 Apache helicopter almost fly over right. Didn't see us, did it? No. Well, that's an omen, that, isn't it, mate? No, ladies and gentlemen, this wind is kicking up chronic, so I'm just going to call that a day now anyway. Just doing a little bit of packing up. That kit there, and there we go. So yeah, had a cracking little day out, didn't you, mate? Yes. Yeah, no worries. And it was a bit impromptu as well, because we didn't know we was going to be able to do it today, did we? So it was a quick phone call and it got done, and I love that. Just get out there and get it done. Anyway, ladies and gents, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Be safe.